Okay, I'm back to Chimera Squad. I really, really want to win this game, partly because I don't want to start Gears Tactics until I'm finished with Chimera Squad. Otherwise, I feel like the two of them will just grind to a standstill, as you know they're sort of competing with each other for my time. I want to finish this game and then move on. So I'm in the middle of the third investigation. In fact, I might even be towards the end of the third investigation into the Progeny. Now, I say third investigation. It's only third because I decided to make it third. You get to choose the order in which you tackle these things. So I've got to rescue some compromised technician. So yeah, my squad's all ready to go. It's interesting how that squad loadout screen in XCOM 2, I spent a lot of time there sort of figuring out which squad members are going to...
Biomechanics technician realized her side project was backed by the Progeny. And when she called Reclamation, the Progeny came to collect.
It's almost like they read her... Okay, wait, they did most likely read her mind.
I love Cupid. Okay, anyway, or Cherub, not Cupid. That's not his name. It would be funny if his name was Cupid. His name is Cherub. Anyway, what was I talking about? I was talking about something. Oh, well, whatever. Oh, yeah, so I used to spend a lot of time in XCOM 2 on that Choose Your Squad screen. Because it really mattered. You're like, oh, you have all these squad members available, and you got to choose who you're going to bring, and then make sure that the best loadout stuff is in their inventory. But in this game, because all of your other squad members can be given other assignments, other things to do, and they're occupied, there's no question about who you're going to bring with you. By the time you get to that screen, you've already made the decision long ago, and so you just power right through it. Okay, so enemies are harder to hit from here. Run and gun ability on their first turn. That sounds good. And plus 50 dodge. Okay, who do I want to have run and gun? She already has it, I think. Unless... No, I might have just given her... I think I just barely gave her a different weapon that doesn't have run and gun. Plus 50 dodge. Let's keep this guy safe. And then we'll have Cherub and Terminal go through this one. So... Okay, this is encounter 1 of 3. There's a lot of things that I've learned now about this, about sort of the way this game works that I didn't understand when I first got started. In fact, let me move down to the bottom left so you can see that UI a little bit better. One is that down here, it tells you how many encounters you have, so you know which of your special powers you want to use. Like, for instance, I can have her throw a flash bomb. I can only do that once, but because, I know this is encounter 1 of 3, I could easily decide to delay her use of that because I know I might need it in the future. I think she's going to be fine, though. And later on, she's probably going to want to be healing people on the way into doors. So, we're going to breach.
Don't bunch up.
Throwing grenade.
Okay, a bunch of people disoriented. I'm not going to use phalanx, partly because it looks like I don't need to. Yeah, okay, so one thing that I learned that it took me a while to figure out, these icons, the fact that they're all yellow means everyone here is surprised and no one is going to shoot us. If you have red ones, those are the people who are going to shoot you. Those are the people that he can use his phalanx ability to block. But it's also the people, if you take them out, then you can make yourself safer. But it looks like everybody here is surprised, so... Instead, I'm just going to try to take down the people that I can completely take out, or looks like she's not going to be able to take anyone out completely. So then I got to choose whose health I want to bring down. I think that the Codex will not clone during the breach, and so maybe we should have people focus their fire on the Codex. So wait, oh, how did you get in over here? Where's the Codex? There it is. She's not going to use her special ability. And then, okay, we've got a Resonant. We've got a Brute, lots of health. We've got an Archon, also lots of health. Another Brute. Then a Thrall, who will be dead in a turn. So take out the not that threatening guy, who I can definitely take all the way out. Or do I try to injure one of these tougher guys? You know what? I think I might go for which one? The Archon? Let's try the Archon. Archons are sometimes hard to hit, so I should take advantage of this opportunity. Alright, So everybody gathers up. Now we see what the turn order is. Okay, so we got Cherub first. So I've been playing The Sims on my daughter's recommendation, and it's been driving me crazy that, you know, in both of them you can use WASD to move around in The Sims and in Chimera Squad, but Chimera Squad lets you rotate with Q and E, and The Sims doesn't. And so I keep hitting Q and E all the time in The Sims trying to rotate because I'm so used to that working, and it just doesn't work. Okay, so Cherub has got 2 people who are going to act after him. The Thrall I'm not that worried about, but the Archon could be annoying. So what are his chances hitting the Archon? 71%, not that bad, but I think I want to bring in somebody else who's going to be better, like this guy. So I'm going to use Team Up. I'm going to grab Blue Blood. Okay, so now Blue Blood is going to take responsibility for the Archon. So Cherub is going to take out the Thrall. I don't think I need to move him. Oh wait, he's also got. Oh, I've got lightning hands. Okay, let's lightning hands this guy. And he's on fire. I don't know how much damage is the fire going to do next turn. Is the Thrall basically taken care of? I'm not sure, but I think I'm going to use my second shot to take out. I'm going to start whittling down the Resonant. I missed. But he's actually got, I think, a reflex grip, which means he can fire twice. So there we are. We'll try again on the Resonant. And so he's got incendiary ammo, and I think incendiary ammo prevents enemies from doing certain things. Ooh, I wonder if I can shoot through the Archon and also hit those brutes. Okay, let's move over here. I can hit one of the brutes. I think that might be worthwhile, though. So I think because he's using his special pistol, he doesn't get to... Oh, so he only burned for 1. He doesn't get to poison them, unfortunately. Well, he's on fire, so he's having trouble. He's also disoriented. Oh, I don't know what Cherub's excuse, though, is, because that was nuts. Okay, dang it. I thought the poison would take him all the way down, but it's not. So what's he going to do? Is he going to set all our feet on fire? Nope, he's just going to miss us. Awesome. Sangatsu wants to know if they can recommend a game to me. Yeah, please, go ahead. I mean, I can't promise you I'm going to play it, but you can definitely always recommend me something if you want to. Okay, so terminal. The next threat is this Resonant. So let's fire our weapon at it. Disorientation removed because he's asleep. So Buffless points out that they really made something new that still feels like the old XCOM. Yeah, I agree. That's one of the things that's impressive about this is that, you know, this game was probably fairly inexpensive to make, at least on the scale of other games. I mean, it wasn't nothing, obviously, but because they were reusing so much, I mean, so much of the UI, the control, just the way that the turn order works, the way that the characters move around, like all this basic stuff you need to make a game like this, they already have from XCOM. They definitely made some big changes to the way the game works, and you know, and it took a lot of effort, and a lot of art, and a lot of you know, design and code work. But there's so much that they could draw from the previous game that it's just, I don't know. I feel like the fact that people feel willing to make a game like this, it isn't trying to just start from scratch and build something that's enormous and revolutionary. You've never seen it before. They're just making more of what I like with some interesting twists on it. That's fine. That's what I'm looking for. I mean, I still play XCOM 2 pretty regularly, and having a new version of XCOM 2 that's just this much, you know, this different, it's just barely this new, that's all I needed, you know. And so rather than waiting a long time for an XCOM 3, I love having something like this land much sooner. It feels really good to me as a player. Okay, so I could go try to... So we get 2 brutes acting soon. I'm going to put off the brute that's going to be harder to kill. So she's going to use her pin down maneuver. So now this brute moves further down in the turn order. So my whole strategy is to just try to let the enemy act as little as possible. Try to figure out who's going to go next and take them out before they get the chance. And I sometimes will have rounds where, or like I'll have breaches where literally nobody gets to move on the enemy team. I just take them all out in time. Okay, so she can act again. Let's rapid fire this guy. So, I thought that was going to make her fire twice. That surprises me. Oh, well, she will fire twice because she's got an attack of opportunity for somebody who charges at her. So, I should get her to attack brutes more often. All right, now he can fire twice. So, obviously, this guy. Oh, that was brutal. And then he can't hit the... Oh, he needs to reload. Alright, well... Yeah, I guess we'll reload. Because we got blue blood here. And he can just knock this Archon out. Boom! Punching a flying enemy is always really satisfying. So Buffalo points out that it's really the sort of that breaching moment that really sells this game. And
Interesting.
oh, just a sec.
This is the only place in the city authorized to expand on Codex research.
You have a very different sense of what is interesting.
Okay, yeah. So it's basically that it's that breaching moment, which is like, you know, you've seen so many movies and played so many games like Call of Duty and stuff like that have these breaching moments where you know, time slows down and you're trying to desperately, you know, make the right things happen before everything just goes haywire. And that kind of moment is just perfect for a game like this. And I love the way that they've implemented it. You know, that you basically come in looking over the shoulders of your characters and everything's in slow motion and you make these decisions. It's just it plays really, really well. Okay, so successful shots on enemies will crit. Well, she's my damage monster, so I'll give her that one. And he's my second damage monster. Stun seems more like her speed. And defense.
Stay behind me.
Breach! Breach!
Buffalo says I use Subdue a lot because it doesn't miss and it saves reloads. Yeah, so I use Subdue constantly in the early game when it was really common for enemies to have 3 or less health. Now that they often have so much more, like it ends up being a risk to Subdue. Okay, so we've got some orange folks here. I'm not sure what the orange means. I know that red means they're about to shoot you. Okay, so Sorcerer, Brute. Once we go much lower than that, I'm starting to get doubtful about my chances to hit. Oh, a Codex. You know, I hate codices so much. We have to at least try to take them out. Okay, she's not going to hit that Codex, though. So let's try... She can do a lot of damage to the Sorcerer. Let's go Alpha Strike with this one, which means that she's going to get some extra moves at the beginning. Okay, looks like, yeah, we can take out the Sorceress. Unfortunately, nobody's in a position to finish off the Codex. Well, maybe somebody will be able to once we get into the proper thing. So yeah, whittling down a Brute, not too bad. Don't do that. I'm not sure what Psi Domain does. I think it makes other psychics more powerful, but I'm not sure. Okay, so we got 3 rounds to collect the evidence. I'm betting we're going to take these guys down faster than that. So, okay, so both of these folks are going to act early, which is good. Got a Thrall, Archon, and Codex. Okay, so can Cherub hit the Codex? Not really from where he is. He can run up there, though. I wonder. If I do a charged bash on the Codex, is that going to work? Won't do quite enough damage. So, okay, so I think I'm going to leave the Codex to Godmother. Because I think she can get there in time. So who can I hit in the face? This Acolyte. See, I like this. This melee move is kind of fun because it can hit multiple enemies, but it looks like nobody's in a really great position for that. So instead, let's just do some normal gunplay here. Take out the brute. And then resonant. Now, I mean, I want to hit the thrall, but I'm just... These guys are really good at hiding from me. Alright, so maybe we'll do a charged bash on the thrall.
Get to safety. Hurry. Let me try again.
I mean, I know he's vulnerable to the thrall now, but I don't think the thrall's going to do that much damage to him, so not too worried about it. Okay, so we are not going to hit the codex from where we stand right now. So let me move, let me advance.
Shifting.
Got your back.
And now what is hitting the codex? Still 48. Alright. Luckily I've got an extra move. So I'm just going to run up the table. It's like that scene from Die Hard. So now, not a slam dunk, but yes. Okay. I just do not want that guy turning our weapons off. Just drives me crazy. Oh, hey, Deathcrow had to take off. See you later, Deathcrow. Thanks for joining us. Oh, Daisy Chainsaw has to leave too. Understandable. It's getting pretty late at night. Archons, right? Okay, so if I can take him out fast enough, then these explosions won't happen at our feet. Also, Sangatsu is recommending a game called Night of the Rabbit. It's a point-and-click game. I play a lot of those. It's a mix between Alice in Wonderland and Harry Potter. A boy who travels to a magical world inhabited by mice to become a magician, and it's super charming. Oh, Night of the Rabbit? Okay, I'll have to look that up. Thanks for the recommendation. Okay, so the best person to attack this would be her, because she has armor piercing. But Blue Blood could also be pretty good. So let's... Of course, I guess as long as we get everybody... I guess as long as she and Blue Blood both get to move before these explode, they're not that much of a threat. So maybe I can just focus on something else. Like, we've got this Acolyte, and I'm not going to get him there, but this Resonant seems worth attacking. So why don't I can't do enough to that Resonant to really damage it. So let's try flashbanging these guys so they're at least less of a threat.
Frying some corneas.
Oh, okay, cool. Apparently disorient. Oh, did we stun him? Wow, I didn't realize that disorient would actually turn off that attack. That's great. All right, then I guess I'll just shoot at this Resonant. Won't be enough to stop him from attacking us back unless... Oh, wait a minute. Oh, that's right. I forgot that throwing a flashbang doesn't cost anything. So it might well be that I can take this Resonant out. Nicely done. The Acolyte's gonna act, but I'm not that scared of him. Oh, but I should have been. That was damaging. Okay, so the Thrall... Well, I've got a lot of people. I think we're in pretty good shape, actually. So yeah, destroy the Thrall. Possibly destroy the Acolyte? Yup. Blue Blood is awesome. Actually, I don't think I'll need to use Lightning Hands because I can shoot him twice, and I've also got I've got Godmother as a backup, so Even if I miss. Alright, so Godmother. So she had a different shotgun that offered the run and gun ability. I think I like that one better, so I think I'm going to swap her shotgun after this mission. But for right now... So she can bypass armor with her gun, which is great. And I think that's the enemy.
Reloaded.
Alright, so we're getting ready for the other encounter. We don't have to go manually collect this because...
Our VIP is in the next room. It's Cube Farm. Lots of open space and thin walls.
Sounds like we should find some high ground.
Okay, yeah, so when you have a timed objective like that, oftentimes it just automatically gets resolved if you finish. Okay, so Terminal's the only one who's damaged. So she's going to go and heal everybody. And then I guess we'll have Godmother and Cherub. Alright.
Don't bunch up.
I've seen worse.
So we're going with the secondary breach option because I think we were going to be sitting ducks if we used the default one, but luckily my characters had access cards to let them get into fancy places. Okay, so he's not... I want him to shoot people that he can just take off the board. Like the Acolyte. And that's probably about as good as we're going to get with her. Yes, critical. Nice. So there's the Sorcerer. Is there another threat I'm more concerned about? There's that Brute. The Resonant. There's an Archon up there, huh? Only 53% chance of it. I don't like those odds. So let's... I like attacking armored targets with her because she can penetrate armor. And then, yeah. There we go. Oh, I didn't even notice there was a codex here.
There's our VIP. Keep her safe from the Progeny.
Okay, how do I do that? Alright, so this Acolyte is going to die by themselves, but the Codex is going to act next turn, which is nerve-wracking. And they can be really hard to hit. Oh, one thing I could do is just shoot literally everyone. So if I use a normal shot, it's still not that great. Okay, so I'm gonna flip a coin and see if I can hit this Codex. The Codex will probably split, but then I've got the ability to shoot literally everyone. This might actually be okay. Oh, I've also got a gas grenade. Let me consider using that real quick. Yeah, poisoning that Brute would probably be good.
Grenade out.
This is our last... Wait, this is our last encounter, so... I can kind of just use all of my abilities. Okay, so I'm going to try shooting the Codex. See if I hit. Ah, dang. It is disoriented. That's nice. Well, I guess let's try face-off anyway.
Check this out.
That one hit. Okay, so that would have gone better if the Codex had already been split, because then I would have taken it completely out. But... oh, weird. It didn't split. Is it because it's disoriented? Huh, I'm really surprised that it didn't split. Okay, so we got the Archon and the Brute. The Brute's going to die by itself. So if we need to take somebody out, it's the Archon. I don't know if she can really legitimately hit the Archon, though. 66, not that great. Let's try pinning down the Archon so somebody else can... Wait, where's the Archon? Am I too far away? There we go. Okay, we'll pin down the Archon so it doesn't act next turn. Then we'll fire our weapon at the Codex and hopefully take it out in one hit. Yes. Okay, good. And the Brute dies by itself. And now it's Godmother's turn. She's got a Resonant, an Archon, and a Sorcerer to deal with. I think she's not going to get to the Archon either. She's got a shotgun, so that far away is going to be a problem. But there's a lot of other folks that are worth shooting, so I think the Resonant might die of poison. So it might just be the Sorcerer and the Archon that we're worried about. So let's move down here, which is exposed, but then take out the person we're exposed to, which is her. That was it. So hopefully Resonant dies. Oh, wait. Ah, dang it. I forgot that Resonants, when they die, they panic people. Oh, if she'd hit with that, that would have been amazing. Hi there. Wait, what? No, you... What?
Reloaded.
She's panicked, so she's shooting civilians? Oh, that is messed up. Terminal is also not doing that great. Okay, so we've got this other Resonant down here. So let's try to see if we can shoot often enough to take all these people down. Alright, so we took out the Resonant, and now can we also take out the Archon? Mostly. But I've got the next turn, so let's subdue this Archon. Punch in the face. Is that it? Oh no, we have to actually save the hostage because I think we're going to have to... this is going to be a defense thing. Alright. Well, might as well jump into it. Okay, so people are going to be coming in from where? From here, from up here. Is that it? If that's it, then we should move this person as far away from those places as possible. I think they'll get a second chance to move, too, after the reinforcements arrive. Okay, I forgot what Supercharge does. Oh, increases weapon damage of all allies. That would have been useful for you to remember was a thing. I think I'm going to put my kinetic shield on Terminal because she's right near the front lines and doesn't have a lot of health. And then ready to fire on anybody who shows up.
Out of ammo.
Alright, well, you reload then for free.
Good to go.
And then we need somebody to cover that upper door. Well, I just noticed that there's an escape point. We're not just defending, we're trying to get away. So, my mistake. I shouldn't have moved Blue Blood that way. But that's fine. He's not that far off. It's interesting because when you're trying to escape, I have this inclination that I always want to make sure I'm guarding every entrance, shooting all the reinforcements, but that slows me down by quite a bit while I'm trying to get out. Looks like these two are goners, though, so I can just run with these folks. That's good. Both of the reinforcements are poisoned, so I can just run everybody as fast as I possibly can. There's no downside. In fact, let's see. Godmother's kind of embarrassed because she panicked, so we're just going to get her out of here real quick. So Buffalo's points out that
Running out of ammo.
disorientation actually stops a lot of
Getting low
abilities.
on ammo.
I had no idea, so that's going to be a really valuable tool in the future. I've had Terminal carrying flashbangs for a long time, and I just never used them because I just don't think, they weren't that useful a tool in the original XCOM. They helped sometimes, but there was always a marginal thing. It's like they affected the odds of getting hit, but
Move or die.
because it's a die roll anyway, it's hard to feel like you're really sure you made a difference. But if flashbang cancels abilities, that's a big deal. All right. Because we knocked so many people out, we get a bunch of intel too, so that's good. I like that they create a motivation for you to be non-lethal. Okay, so Shelter just completed some
Nicely
training.
done. Progeny's pet codex is effectively offline.
Okay, cool. So we're making a lot of progress here.
Heads up. The city council is calling an emergency session. Confidence in 3-1 PD is at an all-time low. You can blame the Progeny for that. I think we're all right, but if there's any blowback, I'll let you know.
Oh, looks like Terminal got a scar. So let's put her into training to recover from it. Wait, not Shelter. No. I want Terminal. Okay, so remove Hovel. Well, she's got a lot of stuff. I think she might be in training for a while. Meantime,
The Progeny are atop the tallest building in Old Town. From there, they have a view of the entire city. They're assembling a strange device up there. This must be their endgame.
cool. Okay, so I can just take him down one fell swoop. Well, that sounds good. Let's stick Shelter in on the team. Any reason for me to delay? Any reason for me to... Oh, I can freeze District Unrest over here so this place doesn't get worse. And I can reduce City Anarchy by 2, which is good. Got a bunch of intel. I can start upgrading some of these places. Places that, yeah, give me intel are the most valuable. Alright, well, let's go take down the Progeny. Somebody in the chat pointed out that
You
they...
made it.
Oh,
Not exactly a quiet approach. The Progeny must know you're here.
Chimera Squad, prepare to breach.
by the way, it's really worth appreciating the fact that they've got dialogue for these characters to say. Sometimes pretty unique dialogue, no matter who you bring with you. There's something like, what, aren't there like 10 characters to choose from in the game? And so every single one of these dialogue sequences, somebody had to write what will be said with every combination of characters. And I think a lot of times they just like, we'll pick one character and, it'll be one of these, maybe they wrote one line for each character and they pick one of them to say. It's probably, it's not as complicated as I just made it sound, but it was still a lot of work. So you got to appreciate that. So let's see here. So crits, I usually give that to my damage people. Plus 25 to aim. Let's get that to Blue Blood because he's already got really good aim and maybe he can hit somebody nobody else can hit. And then defense for Cherub and Shelter. This is going to be a 3-phase encounter. Breach.
Breaching.
Breach! Breach!
I love that she's up there. That's great. Okay, so we got a Thrall. She's going to crit, so she should probably shoot at somebody who's just a little bit out of her reach. Actually, I don't want to do Alpha Strike. I want to save that for one of the later sections. Let's go after this guy. Nobody else will be able to hit him. Didn't quite take him out, but did a lot of damage. Oh, wait, what? She can do it again? Oh, no. We just have a camera bug. Somebody else is shooting. Okay, well, I can't see what's going on. So I'm just going to shoot whoever he's shooting. He's on fire. That's good. Which, I mean, I think that means he's not going to attack. Okay, so I'm going to dazzle, which I think will stop people from attacking. Oh, did I only do it to that one guy, though? Okay, well, let's see what I can do with... No, he's disoriented, too. Oh, good. It looks like nobody's firing... Wait, this person might still be firing at us. Let's take him out. Ow. Wow, okay, everybody shot. So, I thought it was just the red hands that have the crosshairs on them that would attack me. But all the red ones attack. What are the crosshairs for then? There's a lot of stuff in this UI that looks like it's very useful, but I don't immediately know what it is, and nothing really teaches me. Okay, so we got a big, complicated room full of people. I don't even know what this thing is. Probably need to destroy it, though. Okay, it just says I have to clear things, though. So the Acolyte is an Acolyte right here, and a Thrall over here that both need to go. The Thrall is going to be definitely the easiest one for Godmother to take out. So let's start with that. And then getting over to a position where she can take out this guy. I don't think that's even possible. So I think she probably just needs to take out this Resonant. Or that Resonant. That one's on fire. I'm less scared of that one. I don't know what that is, though. I definitely want to destroy this thing that I don't know what it is. I don't know what that did. Maybe it's been making their... Maybe it makes their psychics more powerful? I don't know. Hey. That was rude. But I returned fire on that. So there you go. Alright, so who's next? That Acolyte over there is poisoned, so he's fine. Brute is the one I need to worry about. So let's shoot this Brute. 69%. Yeah, not great, but I can fire 3 times. So 69% is actually not that bad when you can fire 3 times. Now he's on fire. Let's see if we can make him also dead. Ah, guess not. What? Wait a minute, what? I have another action? How many actions do I get? Oh wait, I forgot. I've got a thing in my gun that it means some of my shots are free. Wow, Cherub, really? Really? You need to start hitting the range, buddy. Buffalo points out that the devastating blow. Wait a minute, what? I don't want a devastating blow. Oh, that wasn't that devastating. That was fine. Anyway, Buffalo points out that the scars are a nice touch as sort of a reason to get you to swap out your team, because it would be really easy to leave the same team in, all 4 of them, and just play with them again and again and again, have everybody else be support staff. But because these characters get these scars, that's a reason to pull them out and replace them with other people. And that's a really good point, because it would be really easy to sort of miss how interesting this game is. You know, how different all the characters are. Which is one of the things that makes it really kind of surprising and cool. Okay, so there's a Brute up there who's going to act. He's disoriented. That's nice. Part of me kind of wants to switch places with him or something, but... So I'm just assuming that this is only the first of 3 encounters. The next 2 have to be much worse. I don't want to use this guy's, like... put him in a bunch of risk or have him use his best abilities. You know what he should do? He should... Okay, there's this guy. I'm trying to remember if he... What does he have? I can't tell if he's got a reflex grip on his weapon. So I don't know if he can fire once and then still act. As I was thinking, maybe he could just shoot this one resonant over here from far away, and then do something, and then like. And who is covering this? Is it this brute? Or maybe this thrall? I don't know. Okay. What I think I'm gonna do is put him behind this cover and then soul fire this guy so that he can't act immediately. So now this guy's gonna act, but he's gonna do something stupid. So great, awesome. But now I've got 3 people to worry about: Sorcerer, Brute, and Resonant. So, I think I can get one of my fancy Lancer shots out at this Brute and this Resonant if I want to. Or maybe I can shoot both Brutes. It'll make me vulnerable, but it might be kind of worth it.
Drop in the hammer.
Nice. Unfortunately, this guy can still act, and so I might be in trouble. And the Sorceress. I don't think she fires normal guns at me anyway, though. Okay, so she just linked herself with this Resonant. I'm not sure what she just did exactly. She just damaged his health for what? What did she get out of it? I don't think I fully understand the Sorcerers yet. Haha. Disorientation. Best thing in the game. Dang, so burning only takes 1 health, so kind of disappointing. Yikes. Okay, that wasn't good. And I just realized I'm not sure if I've got a healer with me. I don't remember if I still have a med kit on Shelter. I might not. Alright, so this Acolyte, that's the main person who's going to act next, and I don't know how easily Godmother can get over there and be useful. She might actually be better off sticking around here and shooting the people she can reach. Oh, well, let's try the Acolyte. Okay, well, that went well, actually.
Reloaded.
So I don't know what happens to the Sorcerer if I kill this Resonant, but I kind of want to find out. Anything?
Reloading.
Looks like nothing.
Darn it, no ammo.
Oh, darn it. Okay, so, well, we could reload, or actually, we could charge bash this guy.
Made the arrest.
And there we go. All right. These pylons, I don't know what they're for. Okay, so Blue Blood's turn. %to hit her with extra damage. Oh, she expanded her health bar. That's what she did. She was stealing health from that other guy. So she took 2 off his bar, but I think she put a bunch on her own. Interesting.
Heads up.
This guy can do so much damage. And now she's exposed.
Gotcha.
Sweet. Because if an agent has taken major damage, they will heal back up to half HP. Is that a new feature? I've never seen that before.
Getting an immense power surge from that tower. Also, the roof is... the roof is glowing. I can see it from back at the base.
The roof is on fire. Okay, so we definitely want to do this because we want to surprise these enemies. Somebody does extra damage but is also marked. So let's not do that to our... Yeah, let's send these guys who are injured through the place that is safer. And let's send these guys through the interesting spot. Aim bonus. Do I need an aim bonus? Let's save that for the last encounter. Alright, so again, I think I'm going to save Phalanx for the last encounter. I'm saving a lot of stuff for what I assume will be the hardest encounter at the end. Alright, so let's hit that guy, hopefully. Nice. Okay, I think those two are just down for the count. Ah, dang. Alright, well, let's try again. Sheesh, okay. I couldn't see a lot of them, but they could sure see a lot of me. Oh, these things are shielding people? Are they just all...
Device on the roof. It's operating under its own power. You'll have to stop it directly.
Okay, so the enemies are going to be rushing this thing and trying to activate it, and I need to stop them. This Thrall is doomed. This Acolyte, also doomed. So now we're moving on to this one matters to take care of. This Brute matters a lot. Okay, so let's start with the Brute. Actually, I wonder if I do a charged bash. No, not of that. Of the Brute. I can't quite hit this guy. I don't need to, though. But I can hit this. That seems worthwhile. So first, let's fire our weapon at whatever we can fire our weapon at, which is... Oh, I don't need to fire... That Acolyte is nobody. Okay, so never mind. Let's just do the charged bash. Come on. Target something. There we are. Like this.
Let me try again.
You're doing fine, buddy. And he dies. He dies. Okay, now we got blue blood. So I want to take the Brute out, or the Acolyte. I wonder if it makes sense to use my standoff ability. Let's see. So I can reach a bunch of folks. Okay, yes, let's definitely use face off. I want to see it happen. There we go. Sheesh. Oh, this guy's a monster. Okay. So we took out the Brute. That's what matters. We got the Resonant and another Brute way back there. And I am Godmother. Okay, so... what's the best way to go about this? I guess we'll just run up here. Anybody tries to charge into the room, they'll have to deal with her attacks of opportunity. She could hit the pylon. I still don't quite know what value that has, though. She could hit the sorceress, which seems valuable, especially hitting her twice. works for me. Not quite dead. So, yeah, the Resonant does something weird. The Brute's going to charge. Oh, dang, I thought he was going to charge all the way in, which would have given her a chance to shoot him. Okay, Shelter. The Sorcerer is going to act next. So if Shelter switches places with the Brute, he can't, because he can't see the Brute. But he can switch places with the Resonant. And hopefully reach the Sorcerer? Yes, he can. Let's Soulfire the Sorcerer, just to be sure.
Reflect on your choices.
Okay. Alright, so now we just got the Resonant and the Brute, both acting on the same turn. And the Resonant is back here, that's right. Oh, come on. Fine. I'm saving my lightning shot in case I need it for some reinforcements that are about to come in or something. And I know I've got multiple people lined up who can act, so not too worried. Alright, so let's reload. And then we can take out the Resonant, definitely. And then, can we reach the Brute? We can certainly try. Nope.
I'm running low.
If she rolls up on him, she's going to get hit. So, let's go over here. Oh, she still can't shoot him from that spot. Well, if he opens the door, tries to come in, she'll shoot him.
Reloaded.
Oh, but he avoided her. At least he missed. Alright. I also have devastating shots. Alright. So Blue Blood is in trouble, but I think he's about to heal? Because that's what they just said would happen?
In and out. I'm not sure if you can hear this.
Ignore the echoes in your ear! Fear not! I am unvanquished still!
Violet, I know what you're trying to do. You have to stop!
This is a gift given freely! How does one stop charity?
They forced this upon us. You don't have to do the same.
This gift is no burden. It lifts us from the muck. Behold, for gods and men cast the self-same shadow!
Breach. You have to breach now.
So, I feel lucky, actually, that that Terminal got that scar, because that's what led me to bring Shelter in. And Shelter's the one who actually has a relationship with this character. I had forgotten about that, so kind of lucked out. Okay, so successful shots will stun, plus 25 aim, successful shots will crit. Okay, let's send Cherub through first, Godmother. Shelter and Blue Blood. We'll send Blue Blood through the area that has the least likelihood of doing damage, because he's in trouble.
We're heading in.
Alright, so we've got a bunch of people wanting to shoot at us. So I think we're gonna have to phalanx it. Now, We're definitely going to use all of our best abilities here. There's a Resonant right there. She can take that Thrall completely out, so let's go do that. And then, what are my options here? We got that Thrall, that Resonant, that Resonant. Let's go with the Thrall. Sometimes the Resonants don't actually damage you. They'll do other things. And sure, yeah, let's take this guy out. So most of them are shooting at Cherub because he's got that shield and that phalanx ability. Okay, so they're all being... oh, so she is just being shielded by everything. Wow, alright. I think I get what the pylons are for now. Buffalo says they haven't seen this fight yet and they love it. So I'm curious, Buffalo, are you playing like Iron Man hardcore version of this game? Because I definitely have friends who are making less progress than me because they're playing it in a way where they get a certain distance into the game and then they lose everyone and they have to start over from scratch. Whereas, you know, I kind of decided to play in the version where the consequences aren't nearly as hard because I really wanted to get through the game. I wanted to see the entire experience and, you know, see everything from the beginning to the end before moving on to Gears Tactics. Alright, so we've got Cherub and Godmother acting back to back. Violet's going to do something. She is shielded to crap, so I don't think I can... And she's got 3 other people who are going to act at the same time. This guy's poisoned. Decent chance of dying immediately. There's that Thrall and that Resonant. Alright, so... I think I should definitely shoot as many people as I possibly can. I could shoot a pylon. I think right now, though... I mean, we're not going to take her out in a single turn. And so I think spending a lot of bullets on her right now... Is this the same Resonant? Which Resonant is which? There we go. Okay. Oh, they are highlighting. Okay, so this is the one that's going to act. I don't think this guy has any chance of hitting him. Yeah, Cherub is not very well placed to be taking these guys out. I think we might need to do a team up. And bring either Shelter or Blue Blood in. Let's bring in Blue Blood, partly because I kind of expect Blue Blood to get seriously injured during this particular fight. Okay, so I think because I got 3 shots and they're easy to hit, I think I actually am going to go after the pylons with Cherub. Well, that almost counted. Let's shoot this one, and then maybe some kind of explosive can take them both out. Or just the one that I didn't damage enough. Okay, so now we got Blue Blood here. What can he shoot? He can shoot more pylons. That guy's going to die. This guy is going to act sometime in the next turn. And there's that guy. So I'm more likely to hit him. But can I line up one of my magic shots? So many dudes. Yeah, I think I can line up one of my magic shots right here. Problem is that would put... Yeah, that would expose Blue Blood too much. And he's already so injured. I kind of don't want to take that risk. What can I hit with my Phase Lance, though? I really should... Is there any... Okay, that shot could actually be a pretty useful shot. So that will be the second shot that I take. What happens if I fan fire? So I can take that Resonant out. So I can take out an entire Resonant if I want to. So that he won't be able to attack us. What happens if I Deadeye that same guy? Oh, I might be able to take him out with Deadeye, so let's just Deadeye that guy. Yep. Okay, cool. So that was his first shot, and then his second shot is going to be this magical thing. Not bad. Alright, so now we've got Godmother. Let's turn on her overtime ability.
Squad ready.
I forgot what it does, but I'm sure I want it right now. Oh, I forgot I have a motile inducer. I can get another character to act immediately. I think that uses my... Does it use my action? I think it doesn't. So if I want Shelter to be able to move right now, I could, or I could get maybe more shots out of... Yeah, I think Shelter's probably the one I want to do it to. Let's just do as much as we can on this first turn, as much as possible. Okay, so then he's going to Fracture, which gives him even more moves. So now he's got this extra dude he can move around. Oh. Draining life. Interesting. So who's the only person I don't care about? That guy. That guy's not going to go until I've had more chances. Oh, and Godmother's going to get an extra move too, I think because of her over whatever ability. So... I'm kind of tempted to send him behind enemy lines. Yeah. Send him over there. Shoot some stuff from behind. Nope, not that guy. That guy maybe. Her. I wonder if I could delay. Yeah, let's delay Violet. So now Violet moves down the chain, but not by that much. Oh, she teleports. Sweet. Okay, now Godmother has 3 more actions for some reason. I wonder, can I just take out the leader right now? I don't have rapid fire anymore, so she'll probably teleport as soon as I do it. Another option, see here, we got, so that Thrall is going to, so we got this Thrall. I could probably move over there and just knock him out. Do some damage to the resonance too. Actually, doing damage to the resonance might be more important. Oh, I've got Scatter Shot. Okay, let's see here. How many moves do I have? I think I've got 2 left. So let's shoot the Thrall. Or try to shoot the Thrall anyway. Okay, 2/3 chance. Nice. Wait, is he alive? What? Whatever. Okay, well, I still want to use this ability because it'll hit so many dang people. Alright, and then Shelter's got a move left. I think... Oh, wow. Oh, weird. Okay, so... The turn order just got very confusing for me. So she gave Shelter permission to act. Then Shelter created his Fracture. His Fracture acted, but then control went back to Godmother. Which was not what I was expecting, come to think of it. So that guy's not going to move until later. Both of these guys are not going to move until later. I can barely hit the Thrall. Let's put off Violet some more.
Give you something to think about.
If I can just keep hitting her with Soulfire so she never acts, that'll be great. Okay, so the Thrall gets to act. Yeah, not surprised that he shot at that guy. That's fine. He's a decoy, basically. I don't know what side domain does.
Cover me while I reload.
And now she gets another move. So Violet is going to get to move next. So is that Resonant. She's got 100% to hit on Violet. Or does she? Oh wait, that's for subduing. Okay, let's reload. Okay, her chance to hit Violet is actually very low because of where she's standing. Violet is going to act though if I don't. But maybe it's better for Godmother to be doing good work over here. So let's take one shot at this guy. Then scatter shot these guys, so at least she doesn't have her soldiers. And then she will get to act and show us what she can do. And of course I panicked because I was right next to those guys when they died. Okay, guess we'll be over here now. Oh, yeah, that was bad. So she heals by sucking my guy's health. Alright, well, we've got 3 turns. Alright, so I think it's... So he can move up here. Probably most important for her to be doing damage to her. Oh, I can throw a plasma grenade at her too. I mean, it's just one more thing I can do, right?
Plasma out.
Is she going to... Okay, so she doesn't react to that the way she reacts to normal shots. Interesting. That's fine. I've got someone here too. She teleported from one shelter straight to the other shelter.
If you can hear me, shut down that device.
How? Do we take out the pylons? Is that how we do it? Okay, he's not very likely to hit that, so... Oh, cool. Got another free action, but I need to reload first, so that's not exciting. Can I get this guy with an incendiary grenade? Yes.
Throwing grenade.
Is that everything? Nice! We only caught one enemy. Everybody's dying. So, I asked Buffalus earlier if they'd been playing in hardcore or Iron Man, and they said no. Usually I play on normal for the story and then go back and crank up the difficulty. That makes a lot of sense. Yeah, I like that too. Just, you know, getting to actually sort of enjoy the experience rather than sort of forcing yourself through the toughest version. I used to play, like, Call of Duty on Veteran the moment I got it. Like, oh, it's so realistic. And, you know, bullet damage just kills you immediately. But that was when I had a lot more time in my life. Now I actually kind of want to have complete experiences and have a chance of actually getting them done before, you know, trying to ratchet up the excitement. Buffalo says that they played 1,000 hours of State of Decay 2 before going to Nightmare, mostly because it didn't exist at first. That makes a lot of sense. I'm impressed you can play on Nightmare. I don't think I can even play on Nightmare. That's a game I work on. Does this tell me if someone gets a scar, or do I find that out later?
Great job, Chimera Squad. The Progeny thought they could force a psionic evolution, but their tech was only capable of scrambling psionically sensitive minds. for miles around. You stopped the Progeny in their tracks and saved hundreds of lives.
So they say. Okay, faction defeated. So,
It's hard to imagine the horrors of the Progeny activating that psionic contraption in our city.
To think of the loss of life at such a large scale and without warning?
Yeah, not to mention the greater threat of an army of untrained psionics.
Certainly they would have been viewed as victims of an attack, not a threat to be neutralized.
Thankfully, Roger, we don't have to find out.
I couldn't agree more, Glorgo.
okay, so we got some nice stuff here to study. Okay, so now I want to get Blue Blood in to recover from his scar. I don't know what scar he got exactly. Looks like he got blunted. Crit chance reduced. I mean, he's got poison to help him with damage if he doesn't crit, so he can, at least his health isn't down. So I was about to say, I want to put him in here after one turn. But if I give him if I take him out of the field and give him a different job, whatever job I give him will take him longer. So let's give some more free field teams. That was pretty good. And then reducing unrest isn't necessary. We need intel. So let's get Torque in there to get us some intel. Yeah, I gotta clear all these little news items even though they're not actually necessary. Got some new supply items. Oh, yeah, I was working on Android equipment, so I've got the cash. Let's buy one of each of these. And then go check out our Android buddy. Wait a minute. And actually, you know, I've got enough cash. I should actually just buy a second Android. So now let's go to the armory. Got 2 Android units here. So LiDAR increases its aim, increases its dodge or critical hits. Let's go to critical hits. And then... Yep, okay, so I've upgraded these guys. And now the main question that remains is, what's next in the story?
Your latest investigation turned up no link to Mayor Nightingale's death, but we found more signs of external backing. Atlas was connected to each of these groups. Why? What did they have to gain? If the Progeny couldn't possibly force a psionic evolution, why would Atlas back their flawed tech? Grey Phoenix wanted nothing more than to leave. What would Atlas get with an absent ally? And Sacred Coil? Did Atlas truly need fanatic Advent holdouts with a busted psionic gate? There's something we're missing.
Director, you need to see this.
Unknown assailants have overrun the City Council's emergency session. The following footage may be alarming to watch.
Our response must be unanimous. This is beyond politics. It's about stability.
Do you think it's Atlas?
It's an attack on City Hall. That's all that matters. Chimera Squad, head out.
Protect City Hall. Okay, so I was contemplating whether or not I should quit right now. Because we've had a pretty healthy session here. But protecting City Hall seems pretty urgent. So maybe we'll go with that. So now we've got 2 androids with us in case our people fall, which, you know, seems like it might happen. Let's get to it. Well, Buffless says that, well, actually, dialogue.
Unknown hostiles swarming City Hall. The protective detail was, well, they were completely overwhelmed.
We need to get in there before more people die.
Alright, anyway, so Buffalo says, I'll never catch Sarkoth, but I have over 250,000 kills. You killed 250,000 zombies. That's insane. Okay, extra defense. Extra action point. Let's definitely put Godmother in there. She can annihilate everybody. And then successful shots on enemies will crit. Let's put our damage monsters in there. And then extra defense. Go to these two. Breach.
Reaching in.
Reaching.
Alright. So we've got a paladin. I don't even know what a paladin is. Cobra, I know what that is. Hitman. There's so many of these. So many enemies. Wow. Okay, well, let's take out the one I've never heard of before. There's so many people over here. I think we should use Dazzle to disorient everyone. I'm going to save Alpha Strike for later. We could... Oh, there's another Paladin. Dang! I knew that was a possibility. So let's have Blue Blood try to do it instead, now that their cover's gone. There's a lot of enemies, though. Yikes, look at this. Okay. Let's see who we can hit. So I can hit that Hitman, maybe? Set him on fire, anyway. That's not enough to take him out. Let's fire at him again. Yeah, of course I missed. Still got one more action. So the question, should I grab somebody to... I mean, I'm going to need this team up later, I'm sure. I might need this grenade later, too. So that Cobra's later. Hitman is the next turn. Nobody's close enough for these things to really make a huge difference to the outcome. I want to save them until they can make a huge difference. So should I try that Hitman again? I mean, it's about a 2/3 chance, right? There we go. Okay, good. Oh wait, why does Blue Blood get to shoot? What's this about? Well, I can't shoot either of those troopers, but maybe that Hitman? Well, who can he hit? There's that Paladin that's on fire, and the Paladin that's poisoned, and that Cobra. Let's hit the Poison Paladin? Unless... What about Phase Lance? Can I do something weird with that? No, not really. Alright. Poison Paladin it is. With luck, I don't have to find out what they do. I don't know why he got an extra action. That was weird. Yes, please, everyone target the guy who shoots back. Okay, we got a shelter here. Again, like just lots of people are going to move as soon as he does. Can he switch places to get behind some people? I think if he takes this spot, nobody's behind him, but he's behind some other folks. Again, I'm trying to save Fracture till later. I'm sure there's going to be an even worse fight. Can I get that Hitman behind the car? Yes.
Switching.
So can he hit any of the folks? Not that hitman. Not that trooper. Looks like he can't hit any of the people who are going to act next turn. Well, that's great. What can he do? Oh, wait, no. Oh, he can hit this hitman and knock him back a thing. Well, let's do that.
Give you something to think about.
I mean, luckily, most of these guys are troopers, right? Which can, you know, they can do some damage, but not a ton. How? Okay, I'm an idiot. Of course, I forgot that I was moving a hitman behind my lines at the same time as I was getting behind theirs. Buffless. Oh. Buffless asks if I've had any crashes with this game. So I think I've had maybe one. I've got friends who feel like they crash once an hour. And so I think it kind of probably depends on your individual situation and setup. Okay, so there's cobras everywhere. This hitman seems worth taking out at some point. The paladin is going to probably make a problem out of himself. Okay, so she can... I just feel like she should take out that hitman. Just she's got a responsibility to her teammate. At least to damage him so he can be taken out easily later. And this paladin. Yay, I don't get to find out what a paladin does. Two cobras, though. That's going to be nuts. But I knew I couldn't take out either of them anyway, so... This one's disoriented. Hopefully... Yikes, okay. Gross. Okay, he could use face... he only hit 3 people. Okay, so he hit that cobra and that hitman. He doesn't need to hit the hitman. Or the cobra. He needs to go somewhere else or his excellent aim can be more useful. Who's this guy? All the way over there. Okay, whatever. You know what? Fine. Let's just take out this cobra. Let the rest of the enemies spend some time converging. Oh yes, please do that. I would love for you to do that. Oh, don't do that though.
Oh man, I'm out. Reloaded.
I was expecting him to shoot that grenade. I was expecting him to leave it there, and then Shelter could swap with him. Oh, yikes, now Shelter's in trouble. At least this guy probably won't go after Shelter. Oh no, he'll just score a critical on Cherub. Well, Cherub's got his own back. Alright, so I definitely wish I could Soulfire somebody because I need to heal. Of course, I could heal myself. Let's use my 1 nanomedic kit. There's still so many enemies here. That trooper's gonna go next. And that hitman. Okay. So I've got to decide, do I think he'll be safe enough if I swap him over here to attack that trooper? Or is this trooper just going to kill him if he does that? Well, you know what? I just bought 2 androids. Or bought my way up to 2 androids. He's got plus 50 defense sitting here. So this might be not an insane move. Oh, I definitely should have used his grenade, though, before doing that. Dang it. Now he's out of turns. Okay, crossing fingers. Okay, good, good. His defense is held.
Disabling target weapon.
Haha. You just keep trying that. Alright, so... who's gonna go? Cobra. Probably gonna go after him. There's nothing I can do about it. So she can run up to get closer. Take out the hit. Not this. Yeah, that's not gonna go well. Well, she can use her motile inducer. Maybe to give Shelter another turn? Let's look at Shelter. So she could give Shelter another turn, and then he could protect himself from this Cobra? Could he, though? You know what? I'm going to give it a try. I'd much rather keep Shelter on the team than have him get replaced by an android. Okay, so he moved in the timeline. She takes out the Hitman. Now she's done.
Reloaded.
So I think she reloads when she's got a free reload because that allows her to use her attacks of opportunity. Okay, so now he gets an extra turn, and the question is, what's he going to do with it? This Cobra is going to move next. So if he, so let's move him behind better cover. Then do what damage he can. Actually, let's throw the grenade first. And actually take this Cobra out. So now maybe we can do enough damage. So it doesn't get a turn. And then... we got Blue Blood, but he's way the crap over here. I don't think he can even do anything. Oh, and lovely. He's going to get himself re-poisoned because I didn't move him out of there. Well. What can you do, right? So he can't see anyone, but he can at least overwatch.
Counting on you.
Yikes! Dang. Alright. Well, what we're going to do is, instead of trying to heal him, we're just going to try to take some fools out. So... this trooper's going to die. This trooper's going to... this is the trooper I have to shoot right here. So let's get as close as we can. Not going to worry about bad cover. Well, if you're going to miss and hit a car. Sheesh. Shelter was the one who had our med kit, which is just great. So, this bomber, that's who we're trying to get. Oh, I meant to use Motel Inducer, but I used Team Up instead. Weird. I mean, that just seems like it's a bad idea. You know what? I'm going to overwatch this guy in case he leaves. Be a little bit easier to hit. Alright. I think Cherub is actually one of the best positioned to try to help, so I'm not going to compete with that. Blue blood might actually have a shot at hitting this guy. A 50% shot if he does Deadeye. Let's try it. Well, the chances weren't that much worse for that than for a regular shot, so I don't feel too guilty about it. Ah, everybody sucks right now.
Dropping target.
Not quite. Alright, so I'm gonna move Cherub. Wait, am I? I don't want Cherub to be the one who's moving right now. Alright, yeah, we're gonna move Cherub. Let's just make sure this guy's okay. We'll lose the whole mission if he dies, so that's not gonna be good. 47 to hit, but...
Moving.
Come on, hustle.
So let's use rapid fire. And he's gone. Okay. So we're all healing up to half. This is ugly.
Reloading.
See you later, Sengatsu. Thanks for joining me.
Down. I have no eyes inside. There's more gunfire in the council chambers. Hurry.
Okay, so let's bring Knight, who is our fancier android. Guaranteed to land their shot. Automatically activates Overwatch. Okay, cool. So, send in Cherub and Blue Blood this way. Knight and Godmother. Oh, should we do plus 50 crit chance or save that? I don't even know if Godmother's going to make it through this second.
Stay behind me.
Grenade out.
Might as well use it. Okay. So we got a Bruiser, got a Guardian. Guardians are annoying, they shield everybody else. And they've got two of them. Great. Alright, so I think we should go for Guardians. I think if a Guardian's on fire, he probably can't use his special shield ability. Let's just imagine that's true. And finally, okay, we almost dropped the Guardians, not quite. Okay, so we've got a Guardian who will not quite die, and a Bruiser. So let's use our lightning hands to take out the guy who is not quite dead. Or miss him, whatever, you know. Grr. That's how the first shot was supposed to go. And then... so this Bruiser, I can hit really easily. But the Bruiser I actually want to hit is 47% chance. Oh wait, that's a civilian. Okay. Well, you know what? I think instead of trying to avoid the next turn, I should just fire at someone I can actually hit. So what are you going to do? Oh, right. I forgot that Blue Blood got Overwatch, and it doesn't matter. Well, that's a much better configuration for them if I want to throw things at them. Alright, so Hitman is going to go next. Also this other Hitman. If I run up here, though, I really do a lot of damage. So I didn't take out the guy who's going to act next turn, but I did take out 2 other guys. We'll be fine. These guys mostly just try to disarm you at first, so they're not that dangerous. Alright, so this brute is going to go next. So this robot's got a frag grenade and a kinetic screen. Oh, cool. Well, let's shred some armor on that brute. See how much damage I can do. I'm lucky and I crit. Yes. Okay, cool. So now, this brute. I'm going to have more trouble with him. Only 58% chance to hit. Maybe I just need to leave him alone for now. Take out the Hitman instead. I think I can survive that other guy's attack.
Reloaded.
58 with him or 62 with that Hitman. That difference isn't huge. Worth it. Be much easier for the next person to take out now. Oh, ow. Luckily, that guy's armored.
Running out of ammo.
How are you? Did you run out just now? Yes. Okay, so I don't want to melee this guy. Alright, we'll see if Blue Blood can hit anybody.
Back in action.
Okay. Good shot at him. And let's see if this works. Dang, oh, I should have used my... I got an ability that would have probably hit. Oh well. I wasn't going to take him out anyway, so... I really like this Android feature, by the way. I like the fact that they have set it up so that basically they can balance every encounter assuming you're going to have 4 people. And then they make sure that, you know, that having 4 people is a very, very likely thing, that, you know, the chance of you having to continue with 3 or 2 and just face completely overwhelming odds is very low. So they can balance this stuff really well, but then you still do miss something. Like, not having shelter means I don't have a teleporting crazy person.
I made it to a panic room, but they're trying to break in.
Stay put. We're outside the council chambers.
Alright. So, security door. Blue Blood can get us in there. But play harder to hit, so maybe Blue Blood's the only one we want to send through here. First person through does extra damage. And then all units get extra defense. Yeah, let's do it like that.
Reaching in.
Don't bunch up.
Oh, Mac, of course. I can phalanx, but I think it looks like only one person's going to be firing at us. So maybe I don't need to phalanx. Maybe I should just shoot something. Let's shoot at that mech. Oh, it's immune to fire. Well, that's disappointing. Let's definitely use Alpha Strike. Oh, but I forgot that I was also choosing a target. I didn't want her to shoot at the mech. Oh well, whatever. Well, that bomber we faced last time was chaos, so let's avoid that this time. Okay, so we took 2 big tough guys out. Not too bad, and we've got Blue Blood really well positioned up there to be just shooting at everybody.
Target spotted.
Alright, so I don't have team up anymore, or I would probably try to advance Blue Blood right now. The next people, the Necromancer, and the... Well, I can't take all these people out. Let's try shooting this Necromancer. Actually, the only one I have a decent chance of hitting with Cherub is the mech. Is there something good I can do with an incendiary grenade? I might be able to stop a Necromancer from using his scarier abilities. Let's try that. I don't know if being on fire stops him from using abilities, but we're going to try it. Alright, but I think my chance of being able to hit that Necromancer are pretty low, so actually going to shoot at this mech instead. Okay, so same situation. The mech is down now. Necromancers are a little worse off. Can't do much about the guy in the back right now. But I could probably finish taking out this mech. I can also shoot this bomber that's right next to me. Let's also go into overtime mode.
Squad ready.
Okay, so let's start by shooting the bomber. Then, okay, she can still move and shoot. She could go subdue that mech. Let's see if we can take them both out.
Reloaded.
Alright, so that was useful long term. Doesn't stop the Necromancers, though.
Reloading.
So let's see if he can do his weird stuff.
Moving to position.
Nope, he can still Spectral Zombie. Dang, I was hoping that that wouldn't happen. This guy also gonna Spectral Zombie? Yes, of course he is. Okay, well. Having Necromancers hard to reach is a pretty good tactical decision on their part. I've still got this motile inducer to let somebody else move on my turn. I think I'm going to use it. I think I'm going to use it on Blue Blood. Because I think from up here, Blue Blood can face off everybody. He could also, let's see here, he could throw a gas grenade. He should at least take one good shot at someone. First. Okay, that was pretty good. And then, if he can get some use out of this gas grenade, he should do that too. Yeah, it looks like he can... hit the hitman. And then the real star of the show, Face Off, where he just shoots everybody he can shoot. Oh, don't shoot the spectral zombies, you idiot. Well, that was a waste. Okay, this necromancer's on fire. This one is poisoned. So they're both going to die on their turn. So actually, that worked great. And then aside from them, it's just the two hitmen. So let's run over here. Only 60% chance. Well, good enough for me.
Reloaded.
And now this guy. What are the chances of hitting this hitman? 73? I'll take that.
I'm out.
Do you even have to do anything right now? You might not.
Good to go.
I guess I'll just do Overwatch in case something weird happens. And same thing with Cherub. Let's reload and be ready for the next thing.
Reloaded.
Prevent the barricade from... I don't know what barricade they're talking about. But...
I'll cover you.
Oh, the zombies move first? I hadn't realized that. I thought the necromancers were going to die and take out the zombies, but the zombies move before the necromancers, which means they also move before the necromancers' damage kicks in. Well, at least I was overwatching. And we're good, we did it. Wow. Alright, so now I'll get two people with scars. How bad is Shelter's scar? Jittery. Aim reduced by 30. Okay, that's more of an emergency. So let's grab Shelter. Do some stress management on him. We can put Terminal back on the squad. And there's a critical mission that must be completed today.
I know what Atlas was planning. The Progeny, Grey Phoenix, Sacred Coil, each group they backed was set up to fail. But with each running rampant, 3-1 PD would stretch thin enough to break. And who steps in?
Oh, take down Atlas? Really? Huh. It's so close. But it's so late at night. Can I do this? Well, first, let's make sure we got the squad we want. So this is almost my original squad, except I got Blue Blood instead of Verge. But this is kind of my favorite group. I really like Shelter, actually. Really like Shelter. But I think this is probably a good team, even with the disadvantage of Blue Blood. Buffalo says it's 4:30 over there. It's 2:30 for me, and I feel late. I don't know why you're still up, but you know, to each their own. Yeah, you know what? Let's just go for it. Let's do this. I mean, it's gonna be Yeah. That means that I can start playing Gears Tactics tomorrow. And having Terminal along for the end, where I can actually, you know, heal people, that's probably a good thing.
Brace for impact.
That's what made a breach. Okay, so whatever order, kind of doesn't matter that much. This is encounter 1 of 3, so I'm going to save some of my better abilities.
Stay behind me.
Alright, who's the aggressive one? So we got a mech that's going to shoot at us, and another mech that's going to shoot at us. I can phalanx us, but again, I just keep anticipating there's going to be something worse later on, so I want to hold back on it. Let's just see if we can take out these mechs.
The old blueprint showed an empty area just inside the wall. How was I supposed to know it was Shrike's firing range?
I'm gonna go with find some new blueprints.
Okay, so we got... No, I didn't... Okay. This is a massive pet peeve I have with this game. The right mouse button is cancel action, except for movement, it's commit to movement. I was not trying to move the character. I actually wanted to get out of movement to do something else, and that's obnoxious. Okay, so Hitman over there is the one who can move next. I'm not in a good position to hit anybody right now, so I need to advance. I guess I'll advance and see what I can do. So get that commando, take him out. Be better if I could get the guy who's going to move next, but it looks like that's the one I can get the least. Okay, well, I guess we'll take somebody out.
Reloading.
Target weapon in play.
At least he's only disabling him. That was so incredibly lame. Okay, so Blue Blood is not in a great position to hit the ones I actually want to hit. So let's advance a bit, I guess. So I can take out the guy who just moved, or move this commando. 72 on the bomber, 68 on the hitman. Let's go with the hitman. Actually, if I'm dead-eyeing it... Okay, I'm going to take a risk here. And it was worth it. Cool. Oh, hi. No, don't do that. Don't do that. Alright, so first things first with her. Let's safeguard Cherub.
Need a little help?
You're the best.
And then she can take out the mech. Very little chance of taking out the bomber. They have done a great job so far of making the next people who are going to act be the hardest to shoot. So they basically keep getting to act a lot more than I think I usually let them because of that. Okay, so her gun's not that great. Let's see if she can at least remove the commando. Nope, that was not an option. Okay. She should have hit the mech. Is he going to shoot that grenade, or is he going to... Don't shoot it. Yes. Okay, good.
Darn it, no ammo.
Yeah, how did that happen? Okay, well... Is there anything... Okay, so if he goes after that guy, he's going to get hit first. Oh, hey, can you take a different route then? Can you not go through that space? Okay, not a fan of these options. Okay, well, we can put a kinetic shield on myself at least. Oh, and that improves my aim? I forgot about that. Okay, well, now I'm much more useful. Oh, wait, no. I forgot. That doesn't... Well, I gotta reload.
Reloaded.
Yeah. At least somebody's probably gonna shoot me and hit my shield, and then I'll get more powerful. Wait, more shroud? Come on. Oh, this thing's gonna go off next turn? Okay, well, that doesn't... We need to give Blue Blood some time. So... Now Blue Blood can move. Who does he want to hit? The Hitman, probably. He doesn't have a lot of great places to go here. Maybe over here. Okay, well, maybe we don't worry about that. Well, let's see what happens with the phase lance. Can he hit 2 people? No, not quite. Yeah, not really worth it. So maybe we'll just go after somebody I can hit. Okay, so now she can take her actual proper turn, which could include continuing to destroy that mech. That's probably the best choice, yeah. I mean, she'd have to advance on the Hitman. So yeah, let's take out the mech. That'll matter eventually. And then... Let's go and fire on this guy, but without a lot of hope. Oh no, she did hit him, just didn't kill him.
Tracking target weapon.
Cherub's weapon is just getting disabled right and left. But if this guy didn't overwatch... Oh, he's still overwatching. Well, screw you then. Bomber's next, so...
Gotcha.
Alright, so we can safeguard again, Cherub.
Nice thinking.
Wow, it's much easier to keep my health under control with her on the team. Let's just put off the Hitman. I don't think she's going to hit him, so...
Oh man, I'm out.
Yeah, you're out. You can't take the long way around, buddy. No, there's a way for me to set him waypoints, isn't there? But since the whole reason he's here is that I don't know how the movement controls work.
Protected from all angles.
Last thing I want to do is mess with that, so... Okay, so I could just charge in and get hit, but I've got a kinetic shield on, so it's probably fine, right? Oh, the guy didn't even hit me. Oh no, he did. Oh no, charge. I'm not sure what happened there. Whatever it was, it worked though. I love that she just punches straight through that wall. Oh yeah, Buffalo says that. So that problem I had where I was right-clicking out of something, Buffalo says, "Oh, oh."
Okay, they know. Get a move on.
Anyway.
Seeing a lot of activity on the 80th floor. There's an elevator ahead. It should take you right there.
So Buffalo says that they've trained themselves to use escape to cancel out of stuff because the right click is so volatile. That's a really good idea. I should train myself to do that too. Okay, so we've got a security door. We've got fewer aggressive enemies. We can also blow up this entrance. And somebody comes through and does more damage. Wow, these are all good. Let's do it like this. Explosives first, then lead by example, then security door.
Making a path.
Breach!
It's pretty clever to have them breach in reverse order so that you could always start with the first one after having seen everybody else go in. Dominator. Do I know what that is? That sounds like a scary guy. What else do we have? Resonant, I can deal with. Necromancer. I really don't want something called a Dominator in here, though. Alright. Unfortunately, those two might have been the ones that could have taken out that other character. Okay, well. Missed. What? Okay, got that Resonant. Got the Necromancer. Okay, yeah, let's take out the Necromancer. Yeah, they did some damage. But I got Terminal. We'll be fine.
The elevator needs a key card. One of these Shrike goons must have it on them. There, grab that key card and head to the 80th floor.
Okay. Let's see here. Necromancer and Paladin are going to go next. We should really make sure the Necromancer can't, if possible. But 47. That's not great. I could use a team up to take him out, but that makes me nervous too. Oh. Looks like I'm great at hitting people that are not important yet. Guess I'll just soften him up for, oh, really? I mean, yeah, I know 80% isn't 100%, but soften these guys up for later turns. Not quite enough damage to that Necromancer. Oh, what? He didn't do anything. Sweet. Confused him. Mind Merge? Don't do that. I don't know what that is, but don't do it. Okay, looks like we got this Resident over here who's going to go next. Let's first safeguard Cherub, because Cherub just takes all the damage. And then... Ooh, cooperation. I can give somebody else a move. Let's give Godmother a move. To try to hit that one resident right across from her. Come on and crit. Eh, not quite. Okay, not sure what that does exactly. Okay, that resident's on fire. These two are both on fire. Can I shoot them though? No. The answer to that is no. I can shoot that one anyway. You know what? Probably better off not shooting the other one because he probably would have panicked my guys. So Buffless had a reaction to our control guy back at home was like, they don't know you're here. And was surprised that the alarm messed things up. But Buffless is like, you just crashed the APC through the building. Obviously they know you're here. Okay, Necromancer's going to die next turn, so I'm not going to worry about him. Sorcerer. A little more scary. Let's scooch over here. Shoot over this guy's head at the Sorcerer. Let's use Fanfire. So I can only do that once, but worth it. Alright, so the Necromancer we don't need. Paladin. Can I even hit the Paladin? I don't think I can. So let's try to get a little closer so that maybe I can hit the Paladin next time. And then... Oh, I thought I was going to be able to shoot this guy from here, but I guess the Paladin's the one I can shoot. Sort of. Well missed. I appreciate that. Alright, so let's pin down... Oh, I can't even hit the Paladin? Well then, fine, whatever. Can I safeguard somebody? Let's safeguard Godmother.
Let's get your insides back inside.
Good thinking.
That could be a fun line, except that she says it whenever I'm feeling really minor injuries. Okay, well that was unfortunate, but at least you rolled up on my Overwatch character.
Reloaded.
Alright. Let's absolutely shoot that. Only 1 damage? I am disappointed. Now does somebody have to walk through the acid? Okay, no.
Shifting position.
So reinforcements are coming, but maybe not if I get the key card? Oh, we have to get everybody there. Okay. People are going to start coming into the room. I think maybe most of us can make it.
I'm going.
I think we can make it before the reinforcements can shoot at us anyway. Maybe. Okay. Godmother can make it, but Godmother's going to wait for a second and Overwatch. Just in case. I don't think anyone's going to get to us in that time. But I wish I could tell how far Terminal's gonna be able to make it. I'd like to start withdrawing these characters, but you know what? I am going to start withdrawing them. The acid's gone. I think we've got a decent shot. Oh, we just have to get the whole team here? I assumed I'd be extracting, but I think we have to get the whole team onto the elevator. Okay. Well, that's interesting. That's a kind of objective I haven't had before.
You need an escort?
You stop that right now. Well, I'm glad I overwatched.
No ammo. Knocking down hostiles.
I kind of like this sort of like careful retreat where we're overwatching at every step. Something very cinematic about it. Alright, so Blue Blood's gonna, well, he can't really hide behind cover here, but so we could take that guy out. He's not going to get a chance to charge us, though. I think we're still better off with Overwatch, protecting us from somebody new showing up.
Good support.
Oh, yikes. Okay. Ah, he's just killing time.
Reloaded. Eyes open.
Cover the zone.
As soon as Terminal gets in, we're gonna go.
Added worm needed.
Keep to cover.
I guess? Wait, use keycard to get team on elevator isn't complete yet. Do I just need to end the turn with him on the elevator? I have no idea.
Thanks for looking out.
Okay, I guess this counted. Good. I didn't realize the end would come so quickly.
You'll be completely exposed out there.
I'm not going to die on a rooftop. You might, but not me.
I love Terminal. Okay. Enemies are going to deal extra damage. But I got Cherub. Godmother next. Sure, target analyzer. Then Blue Blood. Then Terminal. And we'll heal.
Reaching in.
Throwing grenade.
Alright, so he's definitely going to use Phalanx. And then... Okay, we want to take the Guardian down fast. Any Guardian down fast. Before they can have a chance to protect anybody else. So do I want to kill that Guardian or just wound both Guardians? I think we want to wound both. So that we can then focus fire on them later. Nicely done. Cherub, that's why you're here.
Full up.
Alright, so he and Godmother both get to go. Let's see how he is at shooting Guardians. Not that bad. Extra shot from Lightning Hands. I imagine that this is not the entire group. Oh, ooh, that one's poisoned. I think I don't need to shoot him. Yeah, this is definitely not the entire final boss sequence. Alright. So the Guardian... so the Acolyte is also going to get to move. Can I shoot the Acolyte from here? Not easily. No, wait. Let's wait on that until I see what else we're fighting. So she could charge right at this guy. If he moves at all, she'll get a second shot at him, too. I think it's worth it. She might even be able to take him out from here. Okay, let's see if she can hit him. 60% chance. Yes.
Reloaded.
Oh, get an extra action. Oh, right, because I did that alpha thing. Okay. I mean, 50% chance. Let's see. Dang, that would have been so perfect if she'd hit him. Because everybody's just going to fall like dominoes.
Silence is your albatross.
Oh, was that... Did I kill the wrong Acolyte? I probably did. Alright, well, good thing we got blue blood. Oh, wait, he's not even in range of that guy. Alright, well, let's move up here, I guess.
I need a better angle.
Get a move on.
Alright, 100%, which means I should use Deadeye just to be sure.
Heads up.
Okay, he drops her. He burns some snakes. I mean, Terminal doesn't even have to do anything. Let's just have her heal blue blood.
Gremlin on the way.
Much obliged.
Save her ammo, you know? Just run right up on that guy. Like you don't care. Now what? Reinforcements imminent from that particular spot. Alright. Well, I don't think anybody's going to be able to hit anything. So let's just advance to some degree. So instead of overwatching, why don't you reload? I doubt you'll be able to hit anything with your shotgun from here either, but we'll see what happens. Same thing with blue blood. Actually, I think I'm just going to get blue blood behind good cover and not worry about overwatching. And then Terminal. Let's get Terminal here.
I'll shoot at anything that moves.
There's a lot of those guys. Shoot better. That is an awful lot of those guys. Alright, well. I'll be able to... Okay, so from here, I'll be able to see somebody. So, let's move up. Who can I hit? This guy? Sure. Wait, will an incendiary grenade help me with anything? No. So, plan A. I think everybody's behind good enough cover that I'm kind of not that worried about letting the enemy move. Is this guy gonna die? Yes. Okay, so now she's out of ammo.
Reloading.
I feel like something tougher than this is coming, so I'm gonna still save my overtime. I'll just take a flying leap at this one. Oh, they've got extra armor? Well, that's not cool. Is it permanent, or can I take out the Praetorian?
Special delivery.
Don't shoot it. Oh, good. Yeah, just shoot him. That's fine. All right. So that bomb that they threw at her cover is gonna go off. Maybe this is when... Maybe this is the right time to use team up. So let's team up Godmother so she can move out of the way. Bomber's gonna die. This brute. That's who I want to shoot. 69% if I do extra damage. Let's give it a try. Yes, totally worthwhile. Oh, that's enough to take him out. Sweet. Well, then let's shoot at the other one. Let's roll the same dice. Ah, missed that time. But still worth the risk if I could have taken completely out. Alright, well, I guess she's the kind of badass that's just going to keep advancing. This bomber's going to go away. So, yeah, let's just keep advancing and shoot that Praetorian from behind. So, do the others keep their armor that he gave them? Nope, they lose it. Sweet. He just burned his way off a building. That's great. Okay, reinforcements are still coming. Good to know. So that guy. Can she hit that guy? No, she can hit the bomber, though, maybe. I don't know if that was worth it or if she should have. Oh my gosh. All the snakes now? Every snake? I think this might be the time for that incendiary grenade.
Moving there.
Oh,
Support my journey. You forced this on us.
Oh, okay, that wasn't too bad. Alright, so now we've got all the snakes. And an incendiary grenade, though. That's not too bad. Let's advance and start with our incendiary grenade. Set these folks on fire.
Grenade out.
That didn't have as much of an effect as I'd hoped. So that Cobra would be good to hit. Is it on fire? It is on fire. And that one is also easy to hit. Not as much of an emergency, though, I don't think, because it's further down the list. This Cobra is more of an emergency to hit. Okay, let's see how this plays out. Okay, so only one of the Cobras is actually going to die from the fire. Thank you for missing. You are now irrelevant to the fight. Oh, it took 2 burning damage. I didn't know that was a thing. Okay, cool. So we've got another Python here. Which one is this? Ooh, the one I have a 100% chance of hitting. So it's going to be immune to poison, so I need to do all my damage with the actual shot. But that's what Deadeye's for. So who else? 83% on this one. 71 with Deadeye. Let's try it. Yes. My team is a bunch of incredible badasses. So, the Purifier and the Legionnaire are going to move next. Is there a place I can go that is not on fire? Okay, I'm going to try this, which might be a bad idea. Can I hit? No, I can only hit that. Alright, well. Let's give this a try. Not quite dead. Well, it makes me feel like I should, first off, safeguard Godmother. Because she'll need all the help she can get if something can attack her at close range. And then, can she shoot anyone? The bomber, the Legionnaire is the one that she's the least chance of taking out. Well, let's try to make some... Oh, actually, let's try to pin down. Okay, the Legionnaire might do something stupid and get shot by Godmother. So, we should pin down the Purifier and give ourselves another shot at him. That pin down ability is great, by the way. Oh, as predicted.
Reloaded. Running out of ammo.
Okay, the bomber is going to take care of himself. So let's get as close as we can and take out that Purifier.
Never stop moving.
Great. Nice move, buddy. Now, Cherub's going to be on fire.
I'm out.
But you have free reloads. It's fine.
Back in action.
Wait, can you hit the Purifier really easily from here? You can. Well, let's do so. Immune to poison, also dead. What are we about to find out? Breachman. Wait. This is encounter 2 of 2? I feel like... Huh. Okay, sure. This feels like it's the third encounter of this fight. But maybe what it is a hidden third encounter they didn't want me to be prepared for. Okay, well, let's see here. We haven't had a chance to heal him, so let's make him safer. Plus 25 aim, I think terminal is good here. 25 aim, blue blood, and then... Actually, let's put blue blood here to guarantee a crit, and then Godmother there.
Don't bunch up.
It's go time.
Alright, who's in here? Praetorian. Sorceress. Everybody here has all the hit points except that one thrall. 2 thralls. Another Praetorian. Okay. Well, let's at least be poisoning the sorceress. Wait, who am I now? Ah, that's what I thought. Okay. I'd like to do a lot of damage to Praetorian. Yeah. And then another sorcerer. Do I... He might take 2 damage from that, I'm not sure. Yeah, might as well go after this one. Yikes. Yeah, that didn't go that well.
XCOM, lay down your arms.
It's Chimera Squad. And screw you for all you've done, pal.
All I've done? I've reminded this city what it needs to survive.
You don't know what you're talking about.
The Elders will return. We can only defeat them by tearing the weakness from our hearts.
Was that why you killed the mayor?
A handful of casualties today, or a whole world tomorrow. It's an easy choice.
That's not a world I'm ready to live in.
You won't acknowledge the stakes? Fine. Strike! Destroy them!
Okay, well, this is gonna be tough. So we've got this sovereign guy. I don't know what his deal is. I wonder if Blue Blood can just take him out early. But also, I've got these 2 thralls who will both attack. Let's see what the chance of hitting them is. 82 and 68. Why is this one 82? I'm not that scared of thralls, though. I kind of want to... 87% chance to hit on this guy. It just feels like I should give it a try. Wait, that wasn't enough to kill him? Oh, stasis. Fine. At least he didn't do whatever terrible thing he was about to do that turn.
Her eyes are liquid darkness.
Okay, whatever, man. And now I've got the Praetorian who's on fire, who might very easily die. Or this other Praetorian, who I will never ever hit. Yeah. In fact, he's not even on my list of targets. So I'm going to leave him alone. Let's see if I can take that sorcerer out first. Nope, I can't. Fine. I feel like just to be safe, I should try to subdue that Praetorian. Okay, so take that guy out to remove the armor. Good to know. No, don't shoot him. Thank you. I really need to heal that guy. For now, let's put a kinetic shield on myself before Terminal can heal me.
Shields up.
Then we've got a sorcerer and a Praetorian. I can't do much about that Praetorian from here, I don't think, but I might be able to do something with the sorcerer. Yeah, 100% chance to hit. That's not too bad. Actually, I just realized that maybe his charged hit would have been better there. Kinetic shield, but now he's really exposed. I hope the sorcerer has some weird plan that doesn't involve just a bunch of damage to Cherub. Nope. Okay, well, obviously, first order of business for Terminal. Actually, should we just do everybody? Everybody's got damage on him, so let's do Second Wind. Oh, that'll end the turn. But shooting will not end the turn. That woman's gonna burn, though. Who else can she shoot? 41%. 40. Is there anybody worth shooting here? Oh, that Praetorian. What about this? Oh, this sorcerer, yeah. Okay, let's hit the Praetorian. And then second wind everybody. Actually, I probably should have doubled up on Cherub. I hope Cherub's actually okay after this. Oh, hi. Who are you gonna kill? Tyranny. Oh, is she gonna... I don't know what she just did. I'm glad that Thrall is just so bad at hitting blue blood.
Into the silence.
Okay, so Sovereign gets a turn next time, but he's in stasis. Not sure exactly what that's going to do. This Thrall is still useless, don't care. Praetorian. Wait, what? It's hard to see the chances to hit on some of these guys. Oh, 85. Okay. That's pretty good. Take him out. And who else? That Praetorian? Yeah, sure. Alright, so he wakes up and what? He's just in Overwatch mode?
It is despair.
You are despair. Your mom is despair. Okay, so got a Praetorian. Okay, so this sorcerer's almost dead. Praetorian is poisoned. Okay, I'm gonna do something weird. Oh wait, I don't know if my... Dang, that might not be the right place to move, to have moved. Ah, dang it. I meant to hit both Sovereign and the Praetorian with this shot, but that's not going to work. Well, let's go into overtime. Oh, actually, I should have done the other thing to break his cover from the other people. Oh well, whatever. Cherub, hi. So that sorcerer is super dangerous. I only got 44% chance to hit her though. Ooh, incendiary grenade. Let's set Sovereign on fire. That seems like the best way to kill the bad guy. Nice. Okay. So other people have a crack at this sorcerer. So I'm gonna get close. And then try to hit her a couple of times. If I'm lucky. I'm lucky. Okay, so I can try to hit her again. Still not gonna kill her. I think I'm better off kinetic shielding myself because I'm kind of low on health. Dead. Okay, so now Godmother gets to go. How can she hit? That sorcerer, who'll move next turn. Or, let's see. Let's start by going over here. Why can't I... Oh, no, still badly placed. Dang it. I wish I could get a preview of this stuff before I moved, but unfortunately that's not how it works. Okay, so I guess I'll shoot at him. So if the sorcerer moves, she'll get shot, but... yeah. Okay, let's safeguard Cherub.
Need a little help? They'll be fine.
And... I could shoot that sorcerer. Or I could pin down this sorcerer. Let's pin down this one. There's still a slight chance this one will die from the poison. Not quite. She's real close, though. Why was that particular spot valuable?
Weapons running low.
Alright. Well, he can take her out. She's more of the emergency, though. Okay. Now with the poison... wait, what did I just... Pfft, I didn't actually mean to do that. I don't know what button I thought I was pushing.
Getting low on ammo. Running out of ammo.
I love that we're down to this one last guy. It's like, not even the boss. He's just some rando. Oh, and he's gonna burn to death. That's great. Yeah, let's totally just, let's wait for him to burn to death.
Oh man, I'm out.
An ignominious death for your final minion. So, where are we now?
Chimera Squad. The director has arrived.
At ease. 1 month ago, you were understaffed, outgunned, and in temporary housing.
Hey, the place had character.
And rats. Don't forget the rats.
Now, the entire squad is here, with the latest and greatest from XCOM HQ. City 31 is in good hands.
Hostage situation in Old Town. We'll need all hands for this one.
Chimera Squad, form up and load in.
I'm sorry for interrupting.
You made my point. Go on, do your jobs.
Reclamation is entrenched. Our assets burned. We have no options.
The battle for City 31 is lost, but XCOM doesn't realize they're already at war.
And when they do?
It will be too late.
A cliffhanger. XCOM 2 also ended in a cliffhanger. We've got multiple competing cliffhangers now. I wonder if they have plans to continue the story of Chimera Squad, like issue updates and stuff to it, or DLC packs, or whatever. Huh. This text box seems like it's got a problem. But... Alright. Well, what do I click on? There we are, continue button. We just have a little dance party here at the end. Buffalus, enjoy your sleep. Thanks for joining me for this. I'm gonna let all the credits play. I'm so glad they made this game. I mean, they really could have just, gone all in on whatever XCOM 3 is gonna be, but, they sort of... They took the ideas that they had, and instead of just going straight down the sequel line, they went off to the side and tried something weird, and it's weird in ways that I really, really like. This is really similar to the pattern that Ubisoft has been following with the Far Cry games, right? Where they do a mainline game, and then a spin-off game that takes a lot of assets from that previous game, and they don't have to rebuild a map from scratch and all these very expensive things. They can they put some work into it, and they make something that is usually stands out and feels really special, but it's also really experimental and not as basically, yeah, it's like you always want to sort of, you gotta manage the expense of the project you're doing and the risk, the risks that you're taking, and basically they bring down the expense of those spin-off Far Cry games, so that they can up the risks that they're taking and try weird new things they wouldn't normally feel comfortable trying with a full budget. And it feels like they're doing a really similar thing here, where it's like, they weren't going to have XCOM 3 be a breach and clear room by room game. That's just way too much of a risk, but they can try that format in a game like this that's got a lower budget, lower expectations, lower everything. But then they can try something weird and they can learn things from it, and maybe there'll be a future XCOM 3 game that does have missions like this. Or maybe this game will spawn its own, side parallel gig, where it's got its own side franchise, if it does well enough. There's all these different things that can come of experimental games like this. And so I love when I see the studios investing their time and their money this way. Because it's really easy to be very conservative when you're talking about budgets of millions of dollars. I mean, you feel when somebody gives you a budget of millions of dollars, you feel very responsible for it. You feel very like, I can't screw this up. It'll be such a massive waste and such a massive embarrassment if I make a mistake. And so it's very easy to be highly conservative about those kinds of things and not want to take risks. But the games that usually inspire people the most and end up being the most, sort of shocking successes oftentimes are the games that are taking big risks. And so trying to balance those two things, you need to take risks, and you're also scared of losing a bunch of money. Something like this, like what Firaxis is doing, where they've got their mainline game that is more solid, it's less risky. At least the first XCOM was risky. Second XCOM, not so much. They knew that it was going to be a hit. And the third XCOM, the third official mainline XCOM, whatever it is, pretty sure they can rely on that, at least initially, being a hit. They don't, if they don't screw it up, that one's theirs to lose. But they have to really, because they have to pour so much money into it to sort of keep upping people's expectations. They're going to necessarily be careful with it. I mean, that game, it's Next to Civilization is basically their bread and butter. They can't just take weird, crazy swings with it. So, they've got a bunch of creative people working at that studio who really want to try new things, right? Who want to do weird stuff and who've got ideas that they know could never make it into the mainline game, but that they still want to do. And so this gives them an outlet for that. It's just, I don't know. These kinds of projects are a good idea across the board, and I wish more studios did them. I would love to work on something like this, So, anyway, Buffalus, thank you for sticking around for so long, especially considering how late it is over there. It's got to be 5:30 by now. These are some very long credits. There are longer credits out there. I'm sure the credits for GTA 5 are very long, though I didn't play all the way to the end of that. I don't tend to play all the way to the end of games that have the longest possible credits, because those games just can be so huge. I mean, I played enough GTA 5 to know that I liked it, but I had to move on to something else. I couldn't possibly maximize that game. Same thing with the Assassin's Creed series. Both of those franchises are famous for having some of the largest teams in the industry, but there's no way I could possibly maximize all of the work that goes into it. But there's some people for whom those are the only games they play. They buy an Assassin's Creed every year and they play that game for the entire year, or they buy GTA and they play that game for 5 years. And because the games are so large and complex and diverse, like if that's your style, that's the kind of game you're into, you might not need another game. So yeah, that's not how I play though. I mean, I feel like this really heavy responsibility to play as many games as I can. So sometimes it means staying up super, super ridiculously late, as I have done tonight. Yeah, I'm getting tired. Since I said I was going to stay up for the credits, though, we're going to watch all these dang credits. 2K Chengdu. Wow. They got a whole QA team in, I presume this is China? Wow. It's kind of fascinating seeing how other people's teams come together. I was on a team once that was half in Seattle and half in Hyderabad, India. And that was definitely a challenge. I mean, because, you know, the time difference is so enormous. It's basically like night and day, back and forth. So basically at the end of the day would be their morning, I think was how it worked. The end of the day for us was their morning. And so, you know, our producers would... Is that how it worked? Was our producers stay late to catch their morning? Or would their people stay late to catch our morning? Now I'm not dead certain. I wasn't one of the people who had to be available for those calls. I did get to make a couple of trips to Hyderabad to meet the team and to, you know, make plans and coordinate with them, which was a lot of fun because, I don't know, seeing someplace on the other side of the world where things are so different. I got to attend one of my colleagues' Diwali celebrations at his home and you know, stuff like that. Like it was really cool to be in such a different place from where I came from. Yeah, it was a real challenge though to try to communicate across such a long distance. Man, and so they've got all of the characters. Celio Dash, who is that? I don't know who a lot of these characters are. I don't remember them by name. Wow. Well, that's good, you know. So these folks, they not only had all these different characters who probably had like tons and tons of lines, so that every character could participate in every scene if they needed to, at least every scene on the ground if they needed to. They localized the voice for all these characters, which we didn't do in State of Decay. We had, and I think the scale of State of Decay's voice acting probably is significantly bigger than Chimera Squad's, but we didn't localize voice because it was just, the volume of it was just so enormous. There was no way we were going to be able to get it done. And so we only localized text and localized subtitles, which puts an added burden on us to make sure that the subtitles are legible. I think we just made a change to the game that actually moved the achievement toast from the bottom of the screen to the top of the screen so that it wouldn't cover subtitles all the time, because if you're not playing the game in English, that's a disaster. And we're back on the main menu. So we have one Chimera Squad, and there's still a few characters I never played, so there's definitely a reason for me to come back to this game and try another path through it sometime. Maybe play at a higher difficulty level, see what that's like. I only ended up using an android once, I think maybe twice throughout the playthrough, which makes me feel like I probably could play at higher difficulty if I needed to. But that was Chimera Squad, and I am ready to go to bed. But that game was amazing, totally worth it, especially considering it only costs $20. Like, I hope this ends up being an inroad for some people to get into XCOM. You know, it could be that there are some people who, you know, the sheer scale of XCOM or the fact that it's this sort of like far-flung science fiction experience, or maybe there's a lot of people who just might not think the game is for them, may not be that interested in it. But there are a lot of people who are very interested in these sort of like breach and clear tactics, who might like a SWAT team game, might get really interested in a SWAT team game, which is what this is, and then find it to be, you know, an inroad into the XCOM franchise and into other games like Gears Tactics that are in this same genre. So I hope this game does a lot for Firaxis and for this genre that I love, because I'd like that. Anyway, let's put some things on the screen and get done with this. 3:37. That's the time.